Get that ass bent.
Lost complete touch with reality. And what we're about to go into now is really confirmation of that, where this guy is now talking about the court of law and suing people and licenses for detractors. It's crazy.
Real quick, someone sent me this, bro. This will be for Wednesday. We've got Robbie Vito versus Jim Sterling. This was real, bro.
Oh my God.
With the YouTube belt that he made. Remember?
Yeah, the Pro South Wrestling.
AKA Tonka, yeah. We'll watch that on Wednesday.
Is the evidence you need
Stephanie Sterling, sorry.
that someone is a thief and breaking the law. Because you understand that if they actually had content of their own, then they would have kept making it. But they didn't. They waited for me to come back to start stealing again. So in a court of law, I now have an actual week on record where they're...
Phil, that's not how the law works. Like, Phil is just making shit up. He has no idea what he's talking about. And this whole legal threat really comes down to, it's the equivalent to back on Xbox Live in 2008 when a 12-year-old told you they had your IP address and they had your address and they were going to dox you. Like, it's that same level of impotence. You know, it's that same level, and it's obvious he has no idea what he's talking about. These are the threats of a delusional, sad child.
Their views are recorded, their content uploads behaviors recorded. I have everything I need. I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to pause
then
for a
sue
second.
them. Listen, Phil is so fucking lazy, okay, that he will never even look up the contact information for a lawyer. It's never going to happen. Go ahead.
DMCA. He won't. First of all, he won't DMCA, and then secondly, all this is he watched the whole H3 stuff with Hassan, and he's like, oh, "Wait, I could do that." But H3 actually copyright his video before posting it.
H3 has massive amounts of legal experience. He's been through multiple lawsuits. He has an all-star legal team. He has millions of dollars at his disposal, Phil. You're broke as a fucking joke, and you don't know your ass from your elbow, okay? The thing is, Phil, you don't even use the tools that are at your disposal right now. If Phil actually was willing to use the DMCA system to handle this shit, he could probably take down Raw Phil's fucking stream snipe. Yeah. Like, he could. Now, Raw Phil would probably pop back up.
Oh, he'd make a new one in 5 seconds. Yeah.
You know, he would make a new one in 5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
But if Phil actually is serious about this stuff, he needs to start using the tools that are at his disposal himself. And I said to him, you know, Phil, if this bothers you so much, I said this in the DMs, why don't you just start claiming this shit? Well, he's like, well, but then they'll claim that they'll claim me. So Phil, like, completely misunderstands the entire DMCA system on YouTube. And not only that, but he actually like vacates his rights by the way he does things. So he deletes all of his streams. So then the only ones that are up are the detractor restreams. So then what ends up happening when Phil uploads his own edited versions of the streams, those detractors then get an option to copyright claim Phil's stuff because YouTube thinks that they're the original. So because Phil hasn't been fighting for his intellectual property at all, and not only that, but he's been aware of all of these violations for so long, the statute of limitations in a lot of circumstances on this shit is up anyway. And not only that, but he has to register his content, as H3 said, in order to be eligible for the damages when he's talking about, I'm going to take people's houses, I'm going to take everything they have. You need to be able to prove the damages, Phil, and you can't.
with money
Your
that you make
house
because
will
you
be
steal.
mine. Like, this is crazy.
No one's paying their mortgage with Phil videos.
Phil's fucking fantasies, buddy. Like, it's
No
crazy.
one's like,
dude.
if you're surviving
Oh man.
solely off Phil clips.
Now listen, if he was Billy Mitchell or he was Ethan Klein, we would take this seriously. But you aren't them, sir. You are Philip Burnell. You can barely even figure out how to run a fucking live stream, bud.
Yeah, you're not Billy. You're not H3. You're not Jewish.
Steal my content every day. Well, pretty soon you're not going to have that money anymore. And in fact, all the money that you've made is going to be mine. You understand?
Oh.
So I'm just saying, now might be a good time to like go get a job and get some job applications out there.
When
Maybe,
Phil is telling somebody to put a job application out, that's insane, Phil. The lack of self-awareness. But you know, you got her at a certain point, right? It is retarded. But you have to admire the audacity of Phil to actually, it's so funny for him to tell anybody else to get a fucking job when he just spends his entire life begging, rattling a fucking tin cup.
Fries or maybe Uber driver or something, you know, something like that. Now might be the time to dip your toe into the lake of something else, because the days of milk and honey for you are.
What he's trying to do, he's trying his best to make people go, oh my God, I better stop. No one's going to stop. In fact, like all the people in Raw
people are doubling down,
like laughing. Like
coming to an end. Everything is now being recorded. And you've gotten fair notice now, just so you know. So anyone else from this moment on who continues to do that behavior, that illegal behavior, you already knew that this was happening. You have no one to blame but yourself. I've given you fair public notice. Fair enough? Okay. Okay, NVL Roy with a $2 super chat.
Like,
glad to see that you're okay.
What sort of a legal concept, like fair, like notice? Like, Phil, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about, Phil?
It had us worry. I do apologize to anyone who I might have worried, but you have to understand something. As you know, I have this vortex of literal losers around me. They feed off of
Phil, why do you think that you attract so many losers, Phil? Is it because that you're a fucking loser? I don't know what to tell you, bud.
How about a text? Hey, guy, or a DM. Guys, I'm off for a week. No details, nothing. I'll be back in a week. See you all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna like just start fucking melting down soon about it all.
To be relevant, and therefore I had to not say anything during the time that I was going to be away.
Phil,
for protection.
I don't know what to tell you, Phil. Phil, you are irrelevant. They can't possibly be relevant off of you when you yourself are actually truly fucking irrelevant. Phil really believes he's a really big deal.
Yeah.
That he's this really big streamer that's so famous. Meanwhile, we're multiple levels above Phil in terms of viewership, and we aren't fucking anything. We're fucking dirt compared to the big fucking streamers that are out there. And Phil is worth less than fucking dirt. He's a fucking nobody. This guy doesn't even get fucking 500 live viewers. He can't crack 1,000 live viewers on a stream to save his fucking life without bots. Just stop it, Phil. Stop the fucking... They were using me to be relevant. You are irrelevant, Phil. Come to reality. It's 2025. It's not 2013, Phil.
For personal reasons, you know what I mean? Like, if I just started talking publicly about this hard stuff I'm going through, immediately you would have these people trying to interfere with it. And it's sad. But already they've tried to interfere with...
Yeah, but you didn't tell anyone you were gone for a week or two. The moment we took our break, I'm like, hey, guys, 2 weeks, we're on a vacation. See you later. Bye.
Bankruptcy hearing.
He blows everything up into such a big deal. And the problem is the posture that he takes against his detractors is so aggressive and so over the top that it's no wonder that they respond in kind and are so aggressive, Phil. If Phil was just a bit more affable, but that's not who Phil is. Phil gets narcissistic injury constantly and needs to lash out to try and recreate his sad, pathetic, alternate version of reality. And then everybody calls him out on it and he just spirals. Like it's a very sad situation that the guy is in.
Yeah.
5 years ago, which is completely illegal. They've completely impersonated other people and tried to do identity theft and have successfully stolen my identity on multiple occasions. They actually got employed at Comcast and reset my modem and changed.
Again, like nobody really agrees with this stuff, right? But it's easy for Phil to throw this pity party, but then what you don't see is him telling people to end their lives, that they're fucking losers, people giving him money, he shits on them, makes fun of them, he's constantly lying, he's begging for his personal expenses and his personal life to be funded, but then he doesn't want questions about his personal life. Like that, there's a reason why the things that are happening to Phil happen. Now, does it make them okay? Not really, but it's pretty easy to understand why it's happening because Phil is so thoroughly unlikable as a person and takes no steps whatsoever to act in a more affable or humble way and just thinks that being completely aggressive and really offensive towards the people that are going after him is the way to do it, but it's fighting fire with fire and then the flames just rise higher and he gets fucked. But there's no explaining it to this guy. There's no helping this guy. He is just completely trapped in his ways.
Yeah.
My modem settings. I mean, that's only a few of the insane things they've done. Can you imagine the links they would go to so that they can say that they have some kind of an effect on my life? And quite frankly, this week I just didn't fucking need it. So I did the way that I did it on purpose, and it worked absolutely flawlessly.
By the way, this legal stuff, it could have been that he visited his parents and his parents put this in his head because they might have been like, look, Phil, we Googled your name. Like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, well, they make up lies about me and they slander me and they steal my content. And they're like, well, you should sue them, Phil, and da-da-da. And maybe we'll give you some money to fund a lawsuit. It could be that was the case. No. It could be one of his dents came to him and put this idea in his head that this was a brilliant idea. That's what you think? Most likely.
Because it happened directly after the H3 thing and the YouTube new announcement for content detection or whatever the hell,
There was absolutely no interference whatsoever.
I don't think his parents even watch or know anything about him.
No.
I really don't think that, yeah.
My personal life this week, thankfully, and that's a good thing, okay? If anyone does want to actually live rebroadcast me and does not want to actually suffer legal ramifications down the line, because if you don't get permission from me, you will, you can contact me and we can talk about it. Maybe we could work out a licensing fee.
A licensing fee! A licensing fee! The idea that Phil actually, in his heart of hearts, in his mind, really believes that his detractors that hate him more than fucking anything, that exist online simply to fuck with him and make him miserable, would give Phil their real name and addresses and pay Phil money to do what they've been doing already for years for free is cuckoo.
Nuts.
You can live rebroadcast me on a daily basis as long as there's a contribution or an agreement or something.
Contribution.
LOL.
But what this isn't this extortion? It's basically like the mafia. It's like, should be a shame if your channel burned down. Now, there's been a lot of fires in the area recently. I think you should purchase this fire insurance because you just never know what could happen.
Yeah. He's also breaking TOS. He's trying to sell YouTube's content without their consent. I don't think
he's become the goat father.
I don't think that's the case.
Because if you're going to use my content live before I have a chance to even get it on the internet and monetize
I need a taste
then
of it.
I need to receive compensation for that.
No, but Phil, you could use the DMCA system that's available to you to when people do this to you, you can claim their fucking content, man.
Yeah.
You absolutely can. And, they might fucking fight you on it and force you to take them to court on it. But even still, you can be a thorn in their side that way, Phil. But that's actually the first step in terms of you making this a genuine legal action is for you to utilize the tools that you're... But the fact that you aren't even doing that shows you're not serious about this at all.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who regularly does that and you don't want to get sued into oblivion down the line, you should probably contact me now and work something out, okay? If you don't, I'm going to sue you into oblivion somewhere down the line, and I'm going to own everything that you own.
Can't
Okay,
even afford.
What?
Yeah,
2,000 years from now, Phil?
but
So
it's like,
we're meant to believe, by the way, this guy can't take a week off. He's so fucking destitute. He's so hand to mouth, and he's got back taxes and all these taxes and expenses, dude, and WWE champion and all this. But he can afford a six-figure lawsuit against multiple people.
yeah,
This isn't gonna happen, bro.
no.
£2 super chat from Stuart. Just remember to
Again,
demand-
too, even if he had the money for the lawyer, the damages are going to be so low. It's not even like the amount that you'd be putting in for the lawyer. For like the fucking
all of their
first
play
fee.
buttons. Oh, indeed. All of their views are from me. I mean, not
He's gonna
only
take all the play buttons too. He's gonna take all the play
But you know, he paints with such a broad brush because there are channels that clip not only him, but they also clip Wings, they'll clip Boogie, they'll clip Cyrax, they'll clip multiple different lolcows. There are channels that are truly exclusive to Phil, but most of the ones that I see are actually transformative and fair use. So Phil's just completely off his rocker with this, and he believes the whole world revolves around him.
Yeah. Kenson said he had to pay Phil $11 in damages.
do I own all of the income they've ever made stealing my content. I also own all of their views. So their play buttons are mine as well. I'll be sure to demand that in the settlement.
What? This
Fucking
crazy
settlement?
fantasy.
Settlement?
It's like, I've become Keemstar, and I will be taking your play button. Who has a play button? It's a DSP detractor.
I don't
The
think
first to review tech was the only one, I think, and Keemstar took his. Dude, he doesn't have 100,000 subs. Who is he talking about?
Oh
I
my-
guess he's talking about Memology and It's a Gundam, but those two are clearly transformative, especially It's a Gundam.
Yeah.
Record, if we hit 60 goals on this stream, I'll order Super Chicks right now. Seriously. If we hit the 60 goals on this stream,
He's demanding.
I'll just
what is
order
he
it immediately.
demanding? He's demanding
For a chicken
fucking
sandwich.
$150 times 8. You know, he's asking for like $1,300 right fucking now. The balls on this guy, dude.
I'll order food right now, I swear.
If I get $1,300, I'll do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah,
Is there
same.
anybody out there that wants to send 300 subs and I'll fucking order fast food?
Have it right after the GTA gameplay. And I'm down for that. I want to try some Super Chicks. All right, so let's do it. We're a mere $18 away from hitting our second goal of the stream, which means we would be even closer to Super Chicks, the gourmet chicken sandwich place. All right, I hope that you guys will get excited and support the streams this week. Again, if we hit 60 goals on this stream, I will order Super Chicks. I'm not kidding. So that would only be...
We know you're not kidding,
wait.
Phil.
Did you hear what he said? He said like the slur for Asians.
Yeah, he did. He slipped up there,
He
Phil.
literally called
Slipped up there,
Super-
Filbert.
$918 more dollars.
He did say
If I can get $918 to support right now, maybe a big tip, someone, welcome back, I will order Super Chicks on this stream, and we will have DSP Tries It. It's been over a week since we did a DSP Tries It. It's about time. Let's do it. I'd be down for that. I'd be very excited to try this new place out. I've never had it before.
Oh,
Before goals hit. So now,
Wow.
like I said, 6 goals to go. That would be another $900. Can we
He
do it on the
needs
stream? We
another
could.
$900.
I need 900.
Another $900.
And if we do it on the stream,
Oh,
I
man.
will order Super Chicks.